Bullock here, and today we are going to review how you can have a featured listing on your KW website. So first of all, the first thing that we're going to have to do is we are going to go in and actually build a landing page. And we're going to come down here to the very last applet, which is called Consumer. If you ever don't know what these are, you can hit the red KW and come down to Consumer. It automatically drops you into the landing pages, and this is the first thing that we will need to create first before we can put this on our website. So I'm going to come over here to create a new site, and I am going to do this as a standalone page. And then I'm going to hit Create Page. Okay, so for this, we can build it however we want. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in a branded header, and then I'm going to drop in a listing. And the way that I'm dropping these in there is I'm literally just hovering over it, holding down the mouse key and dropping it over into and making sure that I see a green line underneath where I want my information to go. I can then come up here and maybe do a lead form and drop it down. You can see this green line. I'm going to drop it in so it's underneath that. Okay, so now that I have built that, of course this is not the listing that I'm wanting to build this on yet. I'm going to go and actually configure all of these widgets right down here at the bottom. So I'm going to hit Configure Widgets. And when this comes over here, you'll see I only have one check mark. So I actually need to go through these other things and put the correct information and verify information. So first of all, I'm going to click on Branded Header, and I'm just going to, up here, I'm going to put the property address as my header text. Also, I always forget this, but you really want to come up here and make sure you're giving it a good name. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to give it the property address. It's just how I like to build mine, so I can always keep track of what they are. Okay, and I now have a header text. My photo is in here. All of my other branding is already there, and I can hit Save and Apply. I can now go on to the next item that I'm wanting to do, and I'm going to search for the listing that I'm wanting to add to build a page on. So I'm going to hit Browse Listings, and you'll notice that this is bringing up all listings. So I'm just going to go ahead and search for the listing. Okay, and here's the listing that I'm looking for. I'm going to hit Select. What page do I want to pull from? We'll go ahead and pull this page. I can come down and hit Save and Apply. And you'll notice that it's now brought in the listing. Okay, I can now hit on to the next thing, and this Interested Let's Talk is right here. If I wanted to change that, I could change that up, but that's going to be fine for me. And then I'm going to hit Save and Apply. Okay, so now the only other thing we have to do is actually publish this page and hit Yes. And now we actually have a page out there built. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to want to do is open up another tab, and we are going to go to iframe-generator.com. Oops, sorry, I went to the wrong. Well, that's very strange. iframe. iframe-generator.com right there. And once you are here, we're going to leave this for a minute. I'm going to come back over to Command. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to actually copy this link. Now I'm going to come back to my iframe, and down here where it says iframe URL, I'm actually going to put in, I'm going to paste my landing page in there. Now before I generate anything, I do need to come up here and I need to change just a couple things. So first of all, I am going to change pixel to percentage. My width is going to be 100. My height is going to be 100. And on the scroll bar, it's an automatic default to no, and I'm going to change it to yes. So now that I've done all of these things up here, I can go ahead and hit generate. I can generate my code, okay? So now I need to come back to Command, and I am going to go to my agent site pages, and I am going to come over here and hit create new site. Now this one is going to be on my website. I'm going to hit create page, come up here, and I'm going to give it a name. So I'm just going to say featured listing page. This name nobody sees, but it just helps you to keep things in order, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is come down to my content block. I am going to hit this where it's image and drag that into the middle of the page. I then can come over to my iframe generator, copy my code, come back, and you have to make sure all of this text is highlighted so I now can paste the code in there. Now this will not actually become any type of a web page unless I actually go in and put a widget with this page. So I typically like to come in and just add in a contact form, and you can see I've clicked down, held the mouse down, and I've brought a green line over, and it's going to drop that in. Now for me to be able to configure the widget that was within this page, I physically have to click on the box, come down to configure widgets, and then I can change any of this information should I want to. Okay, I'm going to leave it the way it is, and I'm going to hit save and apply. I'm then going to come up here and hit save. It's going to ask me if I want to publish this. This will make it visible, although I'm going to publish it, but it does not make it visible to anybody else as of yet. You can see that here is our page, yet it is not highlighted. It's only in a gray right now. Now to publish this onto our website, I'm actually going to come up here and go to Site and App Settings. I'm going to come down here to Site Pages, and then I'm going to come over here and add a page. I'm going to come out here and search for the page that I just created and click Continue. And I do have to put a couple other things. So I'm just going to say featured listing, and you can do the same for your page over here, featured hyphen listing, and you will see that that's how it will actually show up on your website. So this is your website name, and this is the URL slug. And then you can come down here and just put in a description. See this great 5-acre with home. Okay, you can put whatever you want in there. Short and sweet is the best. I can then come down here and hit Save Page Changes. And it has updated it. Now I can come back to my agent site pages, We see that it's live. Can come to the website, drop this down, and we will come to our featured listing, and there is our page. Okay? So I hope you find this helpful, and if I can do anything to help you along the way, please do not hesitate to reach out. Talk to you later and have a great day.